Welcome to Turnpike Sports. I'm Dave Weishuttle, and as always, I'm joined by my producer, Doug Weishuttle, and co-host, Doug Weishuttle. Both Dougs are here.
Yeah, I have a split personality,
Yeah,
thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, welcome to another edition of Turnpike Sports.
Super Bowl week.
Super Bowl edition of Turnpike Sports.
It's finally here. Finally here. What a great year it's been. I guess if you ask the fans from certain cities, they will say it's terrible, disgusting.
Do not ask the New Orleans Saints fans.
Year.
The Saints fans are still in court over
I
their
think,
game.
Right now, as we speak, I guess they're petitioning a federal judge to move it back into state court. Is that correct? What's happening?
They're having some sort of emergency hearing or expedited hearing, and the NFL does have to provide a response.
Interesting.
Which is interesting. So,
which, by the way, will go nowhere.
I don't even see them having a really good leg to stand on in this.
No, absolutely not.
They weren't harmed by it.
Well, financially, they weren't harmed. They weren't damaged. They can't show. I mean, if they're going to stretch it about monetary damages, they were
unless they
gypped out of a win from the price of their ticket. I don't know what they're asking.
The only damage I can see is if people had already spent money on getting hotels and everything else, some kind of Super Bowl trip together. But again, that's
they do that at their own risk.
Yeah, but I mean that's the name of the game with that stuff.
But we're going to have our Super Bowl picks and our prop bets in the next segment. So
the amount of prop bets
I got to tell
you,
we discussed what are we going to do in the final segment of the show, and he said prop bets. And looking at the sports books, wow, what an enormous amount of prop bets they have.
It's because of all the new states. Every sports book has to have their own set of prop bets. So, I mean, I know you have places. I mean,
you looked at one sports book for their prop bets. Well, I looked at another sports book for their prop bets.
I saw William Hill had one set. This South Point in Vegas had another.
Sure. I used
Stations had another.
Stations, yeah. I used for my prop bets. I used FanDuel.
I looked at William Hill.
Okay,
and but you also have PointsBet now.
Sure.
Play Sugar House has their own set of prop bets.
Okay,
so I mean. Everybody's got their own set of prop bets, and that explains the entire increase in the prop bets, at least.
It's interesting. The prop bets I tried to look at required some analysis, but I stayed away from the prop bets, the coin flip. That really is kind of 50-50, so how can you analyze that and even talk about it on the radio? So I stayed away from that one.
I like the Anthem ones. Those are good.
Oh, yeah. What is it? The
length of it, longest note, all that stuff. There's all bunch of different things. There's even, I think one book had, what was that? The clothing the singer was going to wear, whether it was a skirt,
is it
blouse,
Gladys Knight?
Yeah, it's Gladys
Knight. Okay. So,
but yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff to choose from, and
should be interesting.
Hopefully, the game is as good as the prop bets.
I hope so. I really hope so. Well, like I said, it's been a busy week in sports, so let's take a trip down the Turnpike. And today's trip down the Turnpike is brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store, available in over 95 cities across North America. Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today. And now get $15 off your first order of $30 or more by using our promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com. I got to tell you, that's a great invention, especially for Super Bowl week. You get your food delivered, you get your booze delivered, and you sit down and you watch the game.
You never have to leave the house again.
I love drizzly.com.
Exit 1.
And speaking of the Super Bowl, the Hard Rock in Atlantic City now finally has a sports book just in time for the Super Bowl. They launched their online sports book. I've seen people talk about there's a land-based sports book there, but I haven't seen an official announcement from Hard Rock, and probably by the time this show airs, we're going to get screwed over, and there's going to be a sports book, a physical sports book launched.
I mean, I haven't heard anything about it. We were waiting this week to see what was going on with Hard Rock. We're actually going to be in Atlantic City Super Bowl Sunday, so certainly we're going to stop by to check out Hard Rock to see if they actually do have one. So, but right now, the official
It's a
Hard
online.
Rock Sportsbook
It's mobile.
is mobile.
Online.
Okay.
It's actually tied into and integrated into their online casino, and they have a shared wallet.
Okay.
So if you have a Hard Rock online casino wallet account, whatever you want to call it,
for their online casino, you can use that same account for betting on sports.
The wallets are integrated.
Oh, good.
That's what that means.
That's cool. I like that.
One of the few that do that.
So I think that's going to be a trend coming up. I think
they got to do it.
Everyone wants to have the single wallet, which is great. I like that better, and it's more convenient for the customer.
Yeah, so they're the last ones that are going to have a sports book.
That should be it. I mean,
Caesars is not going to have one.
Caesars is not going to have a sports book in Atlantic City, so they're going to be the only casino in Atlantic City that doesn't have a physical or a mobile sports book, right?
No, they got mobile.
Well, they have mobile.
Play MGM.
Play MGM, they're part of MGM, so there's really no need for them to have a sports book.
If you think about it, they're the only casino company in Atlantic City that has 2 sports books.
Sure.
Because they have Harrah's AC.
Okay.
And what's the other one? Bally's, which is connected to Caesars. They don't really need to have a sports book. They could do something else. They could do eSports or something or whatever they're going to do. But
I got to tell you, Bally's is the most wide open sports book there is, with lots of seats and lots of places to stand around. I guess that's their temporary. Is that their temporary one, or they're going to keep that?
They keep saying that's their temporary one
because I like it like that.
Well,
I really like it. There's a bar you can stand around.
Well, that area is their concert venue.
Sure. Yeah. No, they have a stage. If you're looking at the sports book, I guess the stage is directly behind them, and yeah. So, like I said, it's a great setup. I love the mountain bar that's there.
Yeah.
So, I love where it's. I don't know what that bar that you stood around.
That I don't know. I don't know. I never got the name of it, but that was also the bar that had the mechanical bull at one time.
Mechanical bull, and that was during the Super Bowl too. So I'm not sure if they're going to have the Super Bowl. We'll check it out. So.
Well, they'll have the Super Bowl. I'm not.
They're going to have the Super Bowl.
I don't know about the bull.
I don't know about the bull.
All right, going to NASCAR as part of the sports betting update. They announced, or they released, their sports betting policy. Basically, they're telling everyone that's either a driver, owner, team member, what else here? A crew member, series officials.
Yeah.
Don't bet.
Yeah.
Or you're going to get fined. You're going to get fined somewhere between $150,000 to $200,000. You can get suspended. You can get terminated.
Yeah.
So
I did a story on that in BetFlash, and it's the most logical thing. Yeah, NASCAR came out with a policy. They don't want their players betting on it. You know what? That makes sense. I'm not sure why I did a story on it, but it's
because it's new.
People should know about it, but
And also,
it'd be shocking if NASCAR said, "Yeah, go ahead, bet on yourself."
one interesting little fact about the NASCAR policies: there's also fines if you disclose race information, statistics, all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, NASCAR is looking for a statistics deal for themselves, for the league. Yeah. So they don't want people doing it themselves.
That is so big for the professional leagues. They have this data that they want to monetize. So they're doing these deals with these gambling companies and using the data as their bargaining chip.
Is it data or data?
Data. I don't know. You're a Star Trek fan. What was the...
Well, Data was his name.
Data was his name. So
data was the actual
Okay. I say
numbers.
data.
Yeah.
So.
But, they're looking for their own deal. So,
sure.
Christ, the NHL, they went overboard with some of that player tracking stuff in the NHL game.
Oh, the NHL.
The All-Star game.
I saw a picture of that.
So.
I cannot even see the ice.
That's too much.
With the trackers, they have the names of the players skating around with them, and it's covering up the ice. It's just it's way too much information.
Yeah. Moving over into Pennsylvania, Mohegan Sun Poconos finally announced they have a deal in place for sports betting. They don't have the permission from the state to launch sports betting, but they have the deal in place. They have a 5-year deal with Kindred for sports betting, for mobile and brick and mortar.
Now, the interesting thing about Pennsylvania is even to apply for this, you have to pay the state, $10 million?
$10 million.
So, judging from the story, they haven't gotten permission from the state. Did they apply yet? Did they pay their $10 million yet?
That's no.
That's still up in the air?
They still have they're still in the application process.
Okay.
So,
all right.
But they'll be the first one in the Pocono, Northeast Pennsylvania region, other than, you have the Philly stuff. But in the northeast part of Pennsylvania, they'll be the first ones when it happens.
Okay.
2 new entries into the sports betting bill sweepstakes. One actually was expected. One is completely unexpected. You have Arizona. They introduced a new sports betting bill that's going to allow all the tribal casinos to run sports betting.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. And the interesting thing about this bill, it also extends, as long as the tribes are running this, any establishment that has a liquor license can do sports betting through a kiosk that's run by the tribes.
So
bars and taverns.
A bar and tavern, even though it's not owned by the tribe, but they have a liquor license, they can have a kiosk that is owned by the tribe.
Right.
Okay,
exactly.
so the tribe doesn't have to own the bar.
Right.
All they have to do is own the kiosk.
And
wow,
also,
that's great.
Also extends to private clubs like the American Legion, Knights of Columbus, all that
boy.
stuff. There's where the money's going to be made there.
That's going to be great. The Elks Club with the quarter beer night.
Yeah, they may have to change that. They may have to change that.
Oh, you got to love that.
So, and the surprising entry into sports betting bills.
I know what you're going to say.
Hawaii.
That's crazy. They don't even have casinos, do
No
they?
casinos, no lottery.
And you want sports betting. No casinos, no lottery.
They're creating the Hawaii Sports Wagering Corporation.
Okay.
Which will be a brand new agency which will regulate and operate the entire sports betting industry in Hawaii.
So this is a state agency. They're
a state agency.
They're creating a new state agency to do sports betting.
They're going to create a...
Where will they be sports betting? I mean, is this going to be mobile?
They're going to be doing a lottery, too.
Oh, they're going to do lottery?
They're going to be doing it just like the lotteries everywhere else.
Okay.
And as opposed to what D.C. is trying to do, they are launching an RFP, request for proposals, a bidding process to get the online framework and lottery set up. So D.C. is trying to get around that. I don't see D.C. succeeding with that, but Hawaii's going the normal route, and they're having a request for proposal bidding process.
I mean, that's how popular sports betting is now. Even Hawaii, who does not have lottery, who does not have casinos, want sports betting. That's amazing.
Here's
the
one fact
amazing.
I found out. Hawaii, before this bill passes, if it passes, Hawaii is one of only 2 U.S. states that does not have any form of legalized gambling.
You're including the lottery.
Including the lottery. That's
wait.
legalized gambling. It's kind of obvious if you think about it. The other state.
Wait a minute. Is it Utah Mormons?
There you go.
There you go. Look, I thought that one through, huh?
Thank God for the Mormons.
Yep. That's what they always say.
Or whatever they pray to.
Yeah.
Exit 2.
We're going to talk a little eSports again. Now,
that's always, I see that everywhere now.
Well, you got to talk about it.
No. I mean,
it's
there's a hotel commercial that a guy is
Holiday Inn Express.
He's practicing with his fingers. He's having breakfast in his finger. And I said, "Oh my God, what is that? eSports?" They have an eSports commercial.
Well, now, you normally think of Fortnite and all the big names. Well, Overwatch leagues, Fortnite, all that stuff. We now have the formation of a. Let me get this right because I'm going to say it wrong. A farming simulator league.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Based upon...
How does that work?
Based upon the enduringly popular game series, Farming Simulator.
How do you... Let me tell you something. Farming occurs over a long season. I mean, are you actually watching grass grow? Because...
Literally.
That's literally what a farming simulator, in my mind... would be. How does this work? How do you score?
I have never heard of this game, Farming Simulator. It's the 19th version, by the way.
Wow, it must be popular. 19 versions?
Yep.
Wow.
And they're going to have 10 tournaments across Europe for this league.
How does this work? I don't even know how this
They're
works.
going to have teams competing where they actually whoever creates the best farm system.
Okay.
Grows the most crops, sells the most product.
I'm assuming
$280,000 in prizes.
It's greatly accelerated the growing period, I'm assuming.
It's probably like SimCity.
Okay.
Where the city grows almost in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Like 1 minute is like 1 century?
Probably, something like that. But you're going to have players playing against each other. And I didn't know this. The Farming Simulator game, Farming Simulator 19, sold 1 million copies in its first 10 days since its release.
Wow.
So there's a market for this. They've been doing this for years, they've said. They do it at agriculture-related events.
Well, I guess
Farming conventions, FarmCon.
FarmCon raised at some
I have no idea. I've never heard of farming conventions other than
I would. How about state fairs? You would think that would bring the younger folk to the state fairs.
Well, I made a joke. I'm looking at my notes. FarmCon is an actual thing.
Wow. Okay.
The final is going to be held at FarmCon 2020.
Yeah. Interesting.
So they figure. This is a quote from the guy who formed the league. They're putting together the right mix of real farming and fun-to-play game elements to ensure everyone will find it entertaining.
Okay. Well, can't wait to see it. Oh, hopefully there's like a website I can go to check this out.
I just want to know how many.
I'm going to type in the farm simulator to the internet.
I actually just want to see how many people actually play this game because I've never heard of the simulator
19
game before.
versions or 19 seasons or whatever they call it, but it's got to be popular.
First year of a league, 19 versions of the game.
Wow.
Exit 3.
All right, I know it's Super Bowl time and it's cold out, but pitchers and catchers are coming up pretty soon.
Oh, I can't wait. What is it, 14, 13 days?
Something like that.
Maybe 12 days, depending on when this is broadcast.
Well, I thought I'd do a baseball story.
Good. I can't wait for it.
Both the Phillies and the Tampa Bay Rays are having new additions to their ballpark. Which one do you want to hear first?
Yeah, I'm a little burned out on the Phillies with all the Bryce Harper talk, so let's start with the Tampa Bay Rays.
Okay. Tampa Bay, not too long ago, I think it was about maybe a month ago, they announced that they were closing all their upper deck seating in the stadium to create a more intimate setting for their ballpark, for their ball games. That and the fact that they weren't filling up the ballpark.
That's what I'm saying. Well,
so
they're doing that because
figure out whichever
reason
sounds better. But they are now adding this little quirk to their ballpark. The Rays stadium will now be cashless,
which is interesting.
You cannot use cash inside the ballpark
for anything.
For anything.
I mean, how you want a beer? You're not going to use cash?
Nope.
Okay. Wow. All right.
You have to use one of several items.
All right.
Your major credit cards, they could take all of those.
Of course.
Raise gift cards.
All right.
Mobile payments such as Apple Pay and Samsung.
Okay.
PayPal's involved in that too somehow.
All right.
And season ticket holder raise cards. So if you have you're a season ticket holder, you have like a little, I guess, a debit card or something or some kind of card attached to the account. And also, and this is where they're going to make a lot of money, you have to go and buy a gift card from one of their roaming gift card vendors throughout the stadium during the game time.
So if I'm sitting in the stands at a Tampa Bay Rays game and I want a beer, I see one of their roving people and I say, hey, I want to go to the concession stand. Can you – I guess you'd have to give them cash.
It's a two-step process now.
Yeah.
If you have cash, it can only do $10 or $20 increments on the cards.
Okay.
So you got to give the card.
So I give a $20 bill to one of their roving people, and they'll hand me a card.
And then you got to go and get the beer.
I got to go. Okay.
So I don't know if that's
okay.
whatever, And this has been tried before.
Interesting.
Minor league team tried it before. The Wichita Wingnuts. They tried it. It lasted 5 years before they trashed the concept.
Well, why they trashed the concept?
People weren't getting it. It took too much.
After 5 years,
it took too long to educate the people how to do it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
To actually make it worthwhile. So they just trashed the concept. So I wonder how long it's going to last for the Rays. Now,
well, I guess this is a testing period for other. I'm sure other teams are going to take a look at this and see how it works and see how it goes. And
I think the Wingnuts proved it doesn't work.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
I mean, a minor league team, less people.
I would guess there will be ticket packages which include
probably the cards.
some beer and some food and some things like that.
It's like going to a fair and getting food tickets.
Yeah, food tickets, like ride tickets.
Yeah, exactly. And the other additions in Major League Baseball, the Phillies announced the Pass and Stow Beer Garden.
Oh, I can't wait.
Pass and Stow being the guys who did the Liberty Bell.
They built the Liberty Bell.
Should have gotten the drop from...
Should I say built it or they cast
the Liberty Bell? Should have gotten the little clip from National Treasure.
Sure.
But they're going to have a 24,500 square foot space that, in combination with Aramark, they're going to help them build this. It's going to have an open-air beer garden complete with brick oven pizza, a sports pub, and an adjacent 120-seat Shake Shack.
Shake Shack.
The first one that has actual seating for people in the stadium.
Wow.
It'll be the first Shake Shack. Boy, that's a hard thing to say. That's going to have in store seating or whatever you want to call that.
In-store seating? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I got to tell you, that's a popular way to dine and have beer, the beer garden. I know Atlantic City has two new beer gardens. The Parks Casino has a new beer garden, and I think that's kind of attached to its sports betting operation. So
yeah, I think
that should be. But everyone's doing a beer garden.
Well, this beer garden comes at the expense of another bar in the stadium.
Uh-oh. Please don't say Harry the Case.
Bye-bye McFadden's.
Oh, McFadden's. Okay, that was a bar that you can enter and exit the stadium through.
Right.
The McFadden's was on the street. You can walk into McFadden's and walk into the stadium.
Well, a lot of stadiums have that. I know
Sure,
up
sure.
in Fenway. Fenway has, what is that one? Who's on first?
Yeah, I
Who's
think
on
so.
first?
Something like that.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's a lot of stadiums that have bars that
Yeah.
go in, but you have to be a ticket holder. So
Yeah. But McFadden's is great. McFadden's was great.
Was
great, especially after the games. It was awesome.
yeah, well, now it's an open air beer
Hey,
garden.
now it's going to be a beer garden. Good.
Yep.
Good.
Exit 4.
I have always thought, and I have now confirmed this idea, that the coolest sneakers come from space.
Okay.
Nike and Oklahoma City Thunder star, keep forgetting Thunder in that, Paul George, his new sneaker. It's his third signature sneaker in this series with Nike, and now they have brought in NASA to help design this shoe.
Help design the shoe.
They designed the shoe with Nike and Paul George.
What can Nike do to design the shoe? I mean,
You mean NASA?
I mean NASA. NASA. I'm sorry.
Well, they have. Well, here I'll read the description. You have the NASA logo appearing twice on the sneakers,
Which, by the way, is everywhere now. I think
Yeah.
I saw them in the Gap.
Yeah.
Or Old Navy. Well, I don't know why
Newberry
NASA.
Comics.
Yeah, NASA has their logo everywhere. I
Yep.
don't know what they did with their marketing thing, but
Well, their budget
they're-
got cut, so they got to make up the
they're
money
everywhere.
somewhere. So,
They're everywhere.
but yeah, it appears twice on the sneaker. It's on the insole, and it's set on as a patch on one of the heels.
Okay.
The other heel has the Apollo mission patch on it,
Okay.
which is kind of cool,
That's
I guess,
cool.
if you're a
All right,
NASA
okay.
freak. Yeah.
Okay.
They also have a feature that has a root remove before flight tag. It's a little novelty tag.
Okay.
So people love that stuff. It has an orange mesh, metallic silver and blue and red overlay, which incorporate the numbers 93552 in it. The 93552 is the zip code for Palmdale,
Okay.
which is not only the home of Paul George, it was also where the first space shuttle was built.
Okay.
It's the home of the space
Okay,
shuttle
I see the
program.
connection now.
So they're doing it that way.
But will there be any enhancements for athletic ability built in with these sneakers?
You will not have. You will not be
No?
able to defy gravity.
No, you're not
You will
jumping
have-
higher. You're
There are
not
no air tanks in it. There's no nothing.
There's no pumping of
No,
the
there's no pumping.
no,
But
nothing?
it
Okay.
does have Paul George's saying or his vision of the future. And take this for what it's worth.
Okay.
Don't tell me the sky's the limit when there are footprints on the moon.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, and it's going to sell for $120 a pair.
Wow.
Yep, and they'll be available. Actually, they're available now. They're available January 26th.
So where can you get these at? I mean, any
Stores have them.
any
Nike
store
has
has
them. You know, you go online, you order them. And also,
I mentioned Nike. See, that's why I must have mentioned Nike because I thought they have them at their stores.
well, hey, the Nike. You mentioned the NASA themed garb that's out there now,
Which is everywhere.
You're going to see more now because
I guess so.
Nike is launching a line of apparel and accessories that continue the NASA theme. They're going to have the logo on it. They're going to have other patches, all that stuff. So NASA is going to be prevalent in the sports industry with the Nike deal they have.
You know, I misspoke when I said Nike, but I guess I didn't.
No.
So Nike is involved with this.
Nike is involved.
Okay. I meant to say NASA, and I said Nike, and I guess I should have shut up. It looked smart on my part when I said Nike.
You did a little foreshadowing.
I guess so. Yeah. No, I misspoke, but Nike's involved. Good for
Yep.
them.
And that'll do it for this week's trip down the Turnpike.
And I would just want to remind everyone that today's trip down the Turnpike is brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store. Available in over 95 cities across North America, Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today, and I'll get $15 off your first order of $30 or more when using our promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com. Boy, this is a first for me. I'm like reading off a piece of paper because the internet in our studio is kind of wonky today. So I have to actually read it off a piece of paper. I have it on this plastic thing so I don't make a ton of noise. Like, see?
You went old school.
I don't want to do that, but I have it in a plastic thing so I don't make noise on the radio.
Well, now you know how I feel. Most of my notes are on paper
Yeah.
in front of me, so I have a clipboard right
Yeah,
now.
you have a clipboard, which is a good plan. You don't make noise with the paper.
Oh, if I drop it, I will.
Yeah.
All right, to get in touch with Turnpike Sports, you can call or text us at 609-512-6510. That's 609-512-6510 at Turnpike Sports. You can find us at that address on Twitter and Facebook. Our email address is info@turnpikesportsradio.com. Don't forget to order your 2019 International Bikini Team calendars. info@internationalbikini-team.org is the email address to use for your ordering information. And you can catch the show on streaming TV or smart TV, however you refer to it, with Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, through our friends at Binge Networks. The show is also, you can subscribe to it through iHeartMedia, which you can also get through your GPS system, Waze.
Sure.
While driving, you can listen to Turnpike. Subscribe to us on iTunes Radio or iTunes, also Stitcher and YouTube.
Is that okay for you're all set for your announcements now? I can tease the other.
I am done reading my clipboard.
You're done reading your clipboard. Good. Yeah, well, stick around. We're going to have our Super Bowl picks coming up and prop bets, which there's a ton of them out there, but we only picked a couple, or else we'd be talking about them for days.
And we're lazy.
Stick around. We'll be right back with more Turnpike Sports. Hey, this is Dave Weishuttle from Turnpike Sports with this week's Bet Flash. Hard Rock Casino in New Jersey is the latest property to open up an online sportsbook in the Garden State. The online book, powered by Gaming Innovation Group, had a soft launch on Saturday and is ready to take bets on this year's Super Bowl. No decision on when the Hard Rock will open a brick-and-mortar sportsbook at its casino has been announced. NASCAR has released its betting policy for its drivers and teams. In its statement, NASCAR has forbidden team owners, drivers, crew members, and officials from gambling on NASCAR races. Penalties for violating this policy include fine, suspension, or termination from NASCAR. And finally, Super Bowl Sunday is coming up, and according to a survey from the American Gaming Association, even though more states allow sports betting, more people will bet illegally with acquaintances, bookies, and offshore accounts. According to the survey, about 95% of all bets placed on the Super Bowl will be through these methods. I guess I'm one of the few that's going to an old-fashioned sportsbook. From the seaside to the desert, from the betting lines to the sites online, Turnpike Sports has got you covered. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at Turnpike Sports. Bright Tech offers unique no-dust lighting products that fit right into your home, no construction required. Elevated designs should be available to everyone, not just the folks with the big bank accounts. Trick out your living room, create your perfect reading nook. Whatever the situation, Bright Tech has a lighting solution for you. And now get 5% off of your entire order when using our promo code Radio5OFF at checkout. Head on over to BrightTechShop.com and start designing the life you want. Bright Tech, your bright life realized. I'm sure everyone made some sort of New Year's resolution, whether it's to lose weight, work harder at the office, whatever. And we always seem to break them a few weeks into the year. Well, here's one resolution you need to make and keep. Getting a good night's sleep with MyPillow. Its patented interlocking fill adjusts to everyone and their sleeping habits. I use MyPillow all the time. I sleep great at night and wake up pain-free. And now there's a great new deal being offered by the folks at MyPillow. For a limited time, House of Cards listeners can receive a very special offer. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the 4-pack special tab, and use promo code CARDS or call 1-800-319-7913 to take advantage of this 4-pack special. You'll get 50% off 2 MyPillow premium pillows and 2 Go Anywhere pillows. MyPillow.com with promo code CARDS. That's promo code CARDS to take advantage of this 4-pack special. Better sleep starts with MyPillow.
Free stuff is awesome, but free stuff that will spice up your bedroom is even better. Just go to adamandeve.com and select almost any one item for 50% off, and then we'll load on the free stuff. Just enter this very exclusive code, BABE16 at checkout, and you'll get 10 tantalizing free gifts, including a sexy item for him, a special toy for her, ooh, and a third item you'll both enjoy. Ooh. And for your viewing pleasure, 6 free spicy movies on DVD. Plus
free shipping.
Always sent in discreet packaging. So go to adamandeve.com now. Get 50% off plus 10 free gifts when you enter the exclusive offer code BABE16. Again, that's BABE16. Because without it, no free stuff. That's BABE16 at adamandeve.com.
We'll get right back to the show, but I want to take a minute to talk to you about Bean Genius. How would you like your coffee delivered right to your door every month, maybe 2 times a month? Well, now that can happen with Bean Genius. Bean Genius sells freshly roasted coffee from some of the best independent coffee roasters in the country at beangenius.com. And Bean Genius actually learns their customers' individual taste preferences, then suggests future coffee blends for them. Well, how do they do that? Well, this is the cool thing about Bean Genius. Over at beangenius.com, they use an algorithm which learns the coffee flavors you like and then pairs up what you like with the coffee that they have in stock. And it's all based upon you. Every time you order, the system learns. The system learns your preferences as you go along and order more and more coffee. And now, all our listeners at Turnpike Sports can get a special offer. You head on over to beangenius.com/subscription, and you'll be able to get 10% off your purchase when you use our promo code PIKE, P-I-K-E, at checkout. That's 10% off at beangenius.com/subscription with promo code PIKE, P-I-K-E. beangenius.com, the smart specialty coffee subscription service.
I'll bet you $20 I can get you gambling before the end of the day.
No way.
I'll give you 3-1 odds.
No.
5-1.
No.
10-1.
You're on.
Welcome back to Turnpike Sports. This is the time when we usually give you a whole bunch of our picks for the week, but it's Super Bowl week, so we're going to do the game and do some of the prop bets, which were fun to look at. Just a couple. They were actually fun to look at. I mean,
yeah, there's so many different ones to choose from.
Strange.
Now.
Like I saw a whole. Of course, the
color
typical
of the Gatorade.
Color, yeah, that was a weird one. I didn't pick that one, but the color of the Gatorade that will be poured on the winning coach, you can actually bet on that in some sports books, which is weird.
By the way, I have never heard of teal Gatorade.
Teal Gatorade, I guess that's they have a whole bunch of called Frost or Arctic or whatever that's called.
Is that what teal is from part of? I don't know,
but I guess the favorite was clear Gatorade.
I thought that was water.
I guess so, yeah, but. No, we're going to do the Super Bowl pick, and I think we just chose 2 of the prop bets. Two each.
2 different ones.
2 different ones, yep, 2 different ones. We found that out. We never pick them together. We always pick them separately and see what we had right before airtime. So, but I just want to
before we do that,
I'm getting a thumbs up.
You're getting before you do the read.
Okay, I got to do the read.
As always, even though we're doing a little different here, it's we're not doing 3 games. We're doing 2 prop bets in the game each. These picks will be up on the Turnpike Sports blog. Just go over to turnpikesportsradio.com, click on the blog button, and after this show is published and released, these will be up on the blog probably about an hour after that.
Okay. Time for my read. This portion of Turnpike Sports is sponsored by BrightTech. BrightTech offers unique no-dust lighting products that fit right into your home, no construction required. Elevated design should be available to everyone, not just folks with big bank accounts. Trick out your living room, create your perfect reading nook, whatever the situation. BrightTech has a lighting solution for you. And now get 5% off your entire order when using our promo code Radio5OFF at checkout. Head on over to BrightTechShop.com and start designing the life you want. BrightTech, your bright life realized.
Alrighty, and we're going to start off talking the actual game itself.
Yeah, do the game. What the hell?
All right, we have the Rams versus Patriots.
I know the point spread has been all over the place for some of these.
Does it matter who the home team is in this game?
No. I don't think so.
I've seen point spreads anywhere between 3, 2.5, 2, all the way down to 1.
Well, the only one that had 3 was William Hill. What I was doing, I'll tell you right now, they're not a sponsor of us, but I just find they're the best one in Jersey, is I have FanDuel, and I was waiting for them to possibly give the Patriots 3 points, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
They stopped at 2. So,
well, a lot of the money right now, from what I'm seeing, is starting to go on the Rams.
Well, I went with the Rams.
Yeah. Well, so did I.
I'll just
so
jump.
did I.
I'll jump off now. Do you want to read this, or do you want me? I got it right in front of me. The New England Patriots are favored by 2 points over the Los Angeles Rams with an over/under of 56.5
or 56.5 to the layman.
Yes.
Honestly, the Patriots morphed into a good running team in the playoffs, and that's nice to see that they're getting a running game. But I still think the best running attack is still on the other side of the ball.
Oh, sure.
With Gurley and now C.J. Anderson.
C.J. Anderson.
Maybe the freshest legs of the remaining running backs.
Sure.
And he was a surprise at the end of the season. They started using him. I guess Gurley's knee was, kind of lame. And I don't know what happened to him in the championship game. So, but hopefully he'll be able to play really good with this. I don't know. I just... Something tells me that the Patriots are going to start differently.
Yeah.
You may see that.
Well, let me tell you something. I went with the Rams because the last 11 Super Bowls, the underdog are 8-3, and I think that trend is going to continue. So yeah, I'm thinking that.
And also, I still think the Rams have a better defensive line than the Patriots have an offensive line.
You know what it's going to come down to? The Rams have a better kicker, and with a stronger leg.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think that's what's going to make the difference.
And I don't remember ever seeing the Patriots blow out anybody. It's always
never.
It's always like a field goal.
How about that one stat that we saw about the Patriots? Their first quarter in all their 8 Super Bowls.
Yep. 3
they've
points.
Scored a total of 3 points.
And also
not 3 points per quarter, 3 points total.
And wasn't it only in their first game that they scored?
Sure, yeah.
3 points.
Yep.
Every other first quarter
they start slow.
Is 0. Yeah. And so do the Rams too.
I don't know. The Rams are so young.
I haven't seen the Rams start quick in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, something happened towards the end of the year where Goff started, they started running more. They started, Goff didn't look as good.
Mm-hmm.
But in the playoffs, he's looked good.
Yeah. No,
so,
I think he looked good.
But, yeah, I just... everyone's starting, telling me Patriots, because you don't want to go against Brady and Belichick. I don't know. I after last year's Super Bowl, I'm going with the Rams.
I think this is the second coach in a row, second 2-year coach in a row that's going to beat the Patriots.
I hope so.
So, like I said, I'm going with the Rams.
All right. So let's see. Let's go
now
to the
prop bet time.
These are actually what makes the game more interesting.
Kind of fun.
Yeah,
fun.
I mean, it's a regular game.
Okay.
But
see, I tried to go with ones that I think are stone cold locks. That I think they're just. There's no way you're going to lose on these. My feeling. So that's what I thought. So
well, go ahead. Start with one.
Here's a great one that I think we'll see. There will be a roughing the passer penalty in the game. Yes is plus 150. No is minus 190. And guess what? There's going to be a roughing the passer penalty in this game.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I made jokes a couple years ago where I don't know what a catch is in the NFL. This year, I don't know what a roughing the passer penalty is in this year.
I'll go one step further.
I don't know what they're calling. I don't know what they're seeing, but they're calling it a lot. They're calling it a lot this year. They called it a lot in the playoffs, and I don't think the Super Bowl is going to be any different. Go with yes.
I will go one further. There's going to be a very questionable roughing the passer call in this game.
There was one questionable one in the Patriots championship game.
Yeah, I know. You're going to see one in this game, and it's going to cause a whole bunch of uproar. You're still going to hear the conspiracy talk after this one, no matter who wins. So, but
if someone looks funny at Brady, they're going to get a flag.
You're definitely going to see a pass interference penalty after that Saints game. You're going to see that thrown a lot.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, you know what? They got a lot of grief not calling something. I wonder if they're going to call it just to cover their own butts.
Probably.
So
there's going to be a makeup call for the wrong team somewhere.
Very, very curious.
All right, I went with the quarter to have the most points. Now, I went to a couple different sports books to get the odds for these things, first, second, third, fourth. Whatever sports book I went to, the odds didn't matter. The favorite in everything was second quarter.
That seems like it always is.
The first quarter
is terrible.
Both teams do not score well in the first quarter.
Yeah.
The only time the Patriots scored well this year in the first quarter was that Chargers game where they had like 21 points after the first quarter.
Yeah.
Because San Diego didn't bother to get off the plane. but I don't think that's going to happen here. And, third quarter, fourth quarter, you got two teams right now from looking at both sides of the ball. You got two teams that like to score before the half. And I think you're going to see a lot more scoring in the second quarter, unless there's a huge gap where someone has to make a big-ass comeback. I don't see third and fourth quarter having a lot of scoring. You may see a tightened-up defense in the second half more than anything. So my recommendation would be, and what I'm going to do, is the second quarter.
I like that. I like that bet. The second quarter is always a good quarter.
Yeah, especially with these teams.
Yeah. Here's one I think is a lock. I'm shocked they're taking money on this. The Patriots will score a rushing touchdown. Yes is minus 370. No is plus 260. Yes, the Patriots will score a rushing touchdown. They'll score more rushing touchdowns than they will score passing touchdowns, I think. They're going to those long, time-consuming drives, and in the red zone, they're going to hand it off. And, of course, this is a lock. I think this is a lock.
The better,
even more of a lock than my first prop bet. This is a lock.
Well, one of the things I noticed in going down the line with that, the rushing touchdown stuff.
Yeah.
There was also a prop bet, I think, who would score the rushing touchdown.
Sure.
Brady, Devlin.
But this one is just so broad.
I still think watch for Devlin as the rushing
so.
TD scorer.
I think so. Sony Michel, I think, will probably score a touchdown.
Yeah, he will get a touchdown. So. All right, my last prop bet for the game. The first scoring play of the game. Now, I honestly think, regarding the coin toss, whoever wins the coin toss, I still think the Patriots are going to have the first drive. Something is telling me the Patriots is going to have the first drive. I'd be surprised if the Rams get it first.
Yeah.
I see the Rams deferring.
Yeah, probably.
So I'm thinking the Patriots are going to have the first drive no matter what. If the Rams win the toss, they're going to defer.
This
if the
kind of
Patriots win,
goes
they're going to go.
what your other prop bet is, a lot of scoring in the second quarter, so you want that ball back in the third. So
exactly.
If the Rams,
but here's the first scoring play. Contrary to what everyone is saying about this Patriots running game, I think it's going to be a passing touchdown.
Ooh, okay.
I just everything. I'm an AFC East guy. I watch the Patriots all the time. I see them destroy my Jets almost every year. But they go against their tendencies. And everything in the playoffs is saying they're going to have this power running game. I think the first drive is going to be all throwing.
Really? It's interesting.
I just don't see them playing the same way to start the game. They may do that after the first drive, but I think you may see them line up as a run with the heavy offensive line lineup and then spread it out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can see them throwing out of the rushing formation. And that's going to catch everybody off guard. It's what they want to do. It actually brings the defense back instead of having them just go bull rushing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the first score of the game is going to be a passing touchdown by the Patriots.
Okay, I think that's a pretty good bet. I think, but you know what? One bet I didn't mention here, which is probably worth a couple bucks, and I'd put money on both teams for this one. Opening touchdown from the kickoff. Opening kickoff touchdown. Did I say that right?
You mean someone return it for a touchdown?
Yeah,
no.
It's plus 15,000. The odds. If you put $2 on there, it's huge.
Did you happen to find one? I didn't see this anywhere. Just a kickoff return for a touchdown at all during the game.
At all? No, I didn't see that.
I didn't see that one.
Nope, I didn't see that.
I got like 90 of them here from William Hill sitting in front of me. I still haven't found it yet. But I haven't gone through all of them.
I'll look for it. But I think if you put a couple bucks on the Patriots and put a couple bucks on the Rams to take the opening kickoff for a touchdown, that's huge money.
Oh yeah,
that's huge money. It might be worth a couple bucks.
Yeah, well,
not huge money, but a couple bucks.
I don't know. I just like I say, the Patriots are a team that can morph into anything at the wrong possible time if you're betting against them or on them or whatever. But I just see this is going to be a different type of game than what people are expecting. I think, especially on the Patriots side of the ball.
Yeah, should be fun.
All right, just to recap, both of us picked the Rams for the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Prop bets. Second quarter is the quarter that's going to have the most points, and there's going to be a passing touchdown by the Patriots as the first scoring play of the game, year two.
For me, there will be a roughing the passer penalty in the game, and the Patriots will score a rushing touchdown.
Okay. These will be up on the blog. Head on over to turnpikesportsradio.com. Click on the button for the blog, and you'll see the picks there. Feel free to comment on them. Email your comments into them, info@turnpikesportsradio.com. You see us on Twitter or Facebook, Turnpike Sports. Comment there. Let us know. Send in your own picks.
And I just want to remind you that this portion of Turnpike Sports has been sponsored by BrightTech. BrightTech offers unique no-dust lighting products that fit right into your home, no construction required. Elevated designs should be available to everyone, not just folks with the big bank accounts. Trick out your living room, create your perfect reading nook. Whatever the situation, BrightTech has a lighting solution for you. And now get 5% off your entire order when using our promo code Radio5OFF at checkout. Head on over to BrightTechShop.com and start designing the life you want. BrightTech, your bright life realized.
There you go. All right, everyone. Enjoy the Super Bowl.
Yeah, make some money with the Super Bowl.
Make sure you get your Drizzly orders in on time so you're sitting there and have your beer or wine or any other alcohol handy while you go through the different quarters. So have a great time this week.
Yeah, enjoy the Super Bowl, everyone, and we'll see you next time on the Turnpike.